في هذه الحلقة من برنامج السياحة في الصين، تعالوا معنا في رحلتنا البرية إلى محافظة هونغخه، حيث سنمتع أنظارنا بمشاهدة واحدة من أجمل حقول العروس هنا في محافظة يوننان. كما سنختبر الخليط الرائع والانتباه من أطباق الطعام وطريقة الحياة هنا. كما سنزور أيضا سوق الأحد الذي تجتمع فيه قوميات جان وخاني ويي.
This is Travelog, and we are at the Red River of the Red River County. And to see her just like that in all her splendor is quite something. Now she carries large proportions of silt because of the easily crumbled soil that's deposited in her basin, especially from the Redlands, and that's how she got her name. And just to see her this way, majestic, flowing southeast towards Vietnam, is quite a sight to behold. Now we're going to be heading towards Yunnan.
خلال الحلقة الأخيرة لقد قمنا بتماس روح محافظة هونغخه، كما شاهدنا حقول العروس الخلابة بقومية خاني، ولكن في يوننان تتواجد حقول العروس الأسطورية أيضا.
We've just reached Yunnan County, and this is the new town. It's called Nansha. It's newly developed, and you can see the town is just flourishing. But photographers will probably swiftly drive by to the next town, which actually is not the next town, it's the old town, and it's 30 kilometers up on the long and winding mountain road. Now, the reason why you go straight to the old town is because it's closer to the scenic paddy fields. And I've got this, my sour plums, to help me get over my queasy stomach aches. Hey, Dola! I'm Dova. It's real foggy outside. You can't actually see much. In fact, it's like about 10 or 20 meters visibility in front of us, and kind of getting worried because we're supposed to see the beautiful scenic rice terrace fields, and at this point we can't see much. Within like an hour we're climbing up 1,000 meters, so this is a pretty hefty climb, and hopefully when we get up there it will kind of clear. I don't know, at this point it's anyone's guess, but it's pretty bad out there.
حقول العروس في يوننان هي الأكبر في محافظة هونغخه، 95% من مساحة هونغخه البالغ 2000 كيلومتر مربع هي مخصصة للزراعة، والغالبية من السكان هنا ينتمون إلى قومية خاني، وكل الفضل يعود لهم في زراعة هذه الأرض.
Voila! These are the very famous rice terrace fields of Yunnan. You know, they're so well equipped to deal with tourists and visitors. They've got maps showing you where you are, where you should go for the best view of the sunset and the sunrise. And they've even got this observation deck for loads of photographers who'll be shooting their super zoom cameras into the terrace field. Of course, today is not that usual day. You know, it's hard to imagine that every square inch of this land has been painstakingly handcrafted by men. It's a man-made wonder.
خطوة بخطوة وعلى مر ما يقارب 1300 سنة، ساهمت هذه الطبيعة في إطلاق العنان لمخيلات العديد من الفنانين على مر العصور. على ارتفاع 1500 متر في جبال عيلو يوجد العديد من حقول العروس التي تقدم أفضل البقع.
This looks like such an exquisite tea house. I mean, an art museum with very interesting everyday items from the honey culture. And you know what I love about this is you can sit here with your hot cuppa. The best part, you can look at the $1 million view of the rice terrace fields. That's life.
Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till.
Wow, this is so enchanting. This is really something. We're playing a cat and mouse game with the clouds. Now you can see emerging from the mist. It's going to be some fantastic, awesome, enchanting looking European-styled homes. And they have got beige walls and dark brown roofs. But actually they're the homes of a honey ethnic minority. Now at this point I command the clouds with my dance to disappear. Alright, it's not working, guys. We're having a really bad filming day, by the way. It's crappy clouds and cold and wet and miserable, but yeah, we get glimpses of the beauty of the rice terrace fields.
لأن الطقس لم يكن إلى جانبنا اليوم، لقد استأجرنا غرفة في فندق للاحتماء. تتطور يونيان تطورا جيدا وهي جاهزة لاستقبال الزوار، فمن السهل أن تجد مكانا لتختبئ فيه في حالات الطوارئ.
So if you get caught in a wet and clammy day like this, the best thing to do is check into a hostel like this. They've got a couple that's in the nearby villages, so you can choose from them. And the best part about this is that you get warm meal cooked from a very nice, hospitable family, basic room with shower, and of course you might even make new friends.
يقع النزل الثاني على مرمى حجر من بلدة دوئيشو. تستطيعون أن تشعروا بالدفء المنزلي لهذا المكان، ولكن الجائزة الأكبر هي إمكانية التمتع بالمشاهد الخاطفة للأنفاس لحقول الأرز هنا.
Did you find there was a language barrier? Was it easy to get around?
I went with there is a Chinese who speak English, so he bring us there. So it was
So you had a tour guide. Very good.
تجذب يونيان مجموعة محددة من سياح الأجانب الجاهزين لتحدي الطرقات الصعبة. هؤلاء السائحون المغامرون قالوا لي إن هذا النزل الرخيص والمرح هو من بين الأفضل هنا، ولكن المشكلة الوحيدة التي يواجهونها هي حاجز اللغة، ولكن ما يفتقدوه في المهارات يقومون بتعويضه في الإنمائية وعبر الاستعانة بخدمات دليل سياحي يتكلم اللغتين. والآخرين الذين درسوا اللغة الصينية وعاشوا في الصين كانوا مجهزين بشكل أفضل للتعامل مع الاتجاهات والمساومة. هذا الجزء من مقاطعة يوننان يقع على الحدود مع لاوس، بورما وفيتنام، وهؤلاء المسافرون سيقومون بزيارة كل واحدة من هذه البلدان.
Should we bargain in China?
yeah. Is there a moral issue there?
It's a game. Otherwise, you will spend a lot of money here.
Yeah.
So what's your going rate? Because some people say 1/3 price. What's your start? 50% of the price.
Yeah.
Your best price.
Yeah.
And sometimes I love it. They all like, I'll do a special price for you. Special.
Are you serious? Oh.
You're so kind.
في هذه الحلقة من برنامج السياحة في الصين، تعالوا معنا في رحلتنا البرية إلى محافظة هونغخه، حيث سنمتع أنظارنا بمشاهدة واحدة من أجمل حقول الأرز هنا في محافظة يوننان. كما سنختبر الخليط الرائع والامتناع من أطباق الطعام وطريقة الحياة هنا. كما سنزور أيضا سوق الأحد الذي تجتمع فيه قوميات جون وخاني ويي. إن منطقة الخوذة أو ثغر النمر تقدم أروع مشهد لغروب الشمس، حيث يسطع الضوء الذهبي على هذه الطبيعة العجيبة، مما يجعله مشهدا خياليا، ولكن طقس اليوم ليس جيدا.
We're here at the Dragon's Mouth Rice Terrace Fields, and it costs $35 to get in because they built this beautiful observation deck, and you can get a complete bird's eye view. But of course, the moment we came in, the weather turned again. So we're hiding out in this coffee shop, and then I see her just sewing away. So she's got all these lovely products, and she did it all by herself. So I think I'm going to do some shopping meanwhile, waiting for the weather to change again. 这个多少钱？30块。一次要缝多久？
فقط لمشاهدة هذه الامرأة من قوم تريد تقوم بهذه الصناعة اليدوية تجعلك تقدر جيدا ما تشتري.
This will be my bridal gown.
إذا جمعت النساء مع بعضهن البعض سيكون هناك الحكاية والرقص والغناء.
We've been sitting here for over an hour already, and we've even found time to write some postcards back home. Looks like the weather is really not going to turn, and you know, we have to go on with our plans, and we're going to head on down to Lichuan. So I'm just going to dot my postcards and put little hearts to Mummy now. How's yours getting along? You alright?
Finished.
You haven't finished. Yours is a mess. Your handwriting is bad.
محطتنا الثانية هي بلدة ليشن التي تبعد 3 ساعات بالسيارة عن بلدة يوننان، والتي تشتهر بالمناظر الطبيعية الخضراء والخلابة. معظم السكان المحليين هنا ينتمون إلى قومية هاني. يوجد طريق رئيسي وحيد هنا في ليشن وهو قديم بعض الشيء. لقد حان الوقت لتناول بعض طعام، ولكن طرأت بعض التغيرات على خططنا.
There's a landslide that happened just down the road as we're going to Lichuan, and that's it. That's the end of our trip. Well, no, not exactly. We're not going to be heading down that direction, but we are here in Laomeng, and what we're going to do is we're trying to find a place where we can get lunch. And good thing about it, you can see like there's people out, you know, there's like a market day of sorts. That's what we heard on the street. And cars and trucks are just turning back because they can't go down that way. And right now my director and driver, they're trying to find an alternative route. At least I'm not even going to say where else we're going to go at this point, but we're just going to go get lunch. So at least that's settled for now.
لقد اتضح لنا أننا كنا محظوظين بالتوقف هنا، حيث رأينا الناسا من قومية جون ومياو وياو وهاني والداي ويي يتوافدون بكثرة مرددين الملابس التقليدية الملونة والقبعات القبلية. إن رؤية 6 قوميات عرقية يختلطون مع بعضهم البعض ويتاجرون مع بعضهم البعض يشكل تجربة فريدة من نوعها. إن يوم الأحد هو يوم للتسوق هنا، ويشكل حدثا كبيرا للقرويين الذين يرغبون في بيع سلعهم وأيضا من أجل شراء السلع الأخرى لكي يخزنوها. تجمع الأشخاص والسلع أسبوعيا هنا يشكل فرصة جميلة لالتقاط بعض الصور.
She's very enterprising, isn't she? She's selling buns to the people up in the van. This place is really, really chaotic. Like there's a sense of energy. Everyone's out. There are different ethnic minorities, and you know, but there's still some sort of order. And a lot of that.
بالنسبة للقرويين الذين يعيشون في المناطق النائية، تعتبر هذه إحدى النشاطات الاجتماعية القليلة المتوفرة لهم. تشتهر لومون بصناعة الغليوم، على الرغم من أننا لم نتمكن من التوجه إلى ليتشن بسبب الوقت، ولكن هذا الجزء من الصين يذكرني إلى حد كبير بالدول جنوب شرق آسيا.
All the ethnic minority are out in full force. Does it feel like China to you?
Yeah. That's what I keep saying to my friend. Like, are we in China now? Yes, we're in China. Every day. It's fun.
Yeah.
تقع لومون بين يوننان وليتشن، وهي تعتبر مؤشرا طبيعيا على من ينتظرنا في المحطة القادمة.
This is great. It's like an authentic ethnic fashion show. You can see lots and lots of different colors here in the street. Now the sun is finally out in this Sunday market here today.
And although earlier on we didn't actually get to see anything at Tiger's Mouth, but this is fantastic. I think it makes up for whatever that's happened.
عندما تقومون بزيارة هذه المنطقة كونوا متأهبين لتغيير خططكم في أي لحظة بسبب الأحوال الجوية والطرقات. قلتها في السابق وسأكررها الآن، لا يوجد أي شيء أهم من سلامتكم. فعلى الرغم من أن زيارة قرية نائية قد تبدو مغامرة جيدة في البداية، ولكن الأفضل أن تفعلوا كما يفعل السكان المحليون وأن تذهبوا حيث يذهبون.
Stop the road, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to Tingping. Tingping is like 100 kilometers, which is like...
لقد بدأنا هذه رحلة البرية الطويلة من كونمين، ومن ثم ذهبنا إلى جينشوي وشيبين وهونغخه ويوننان، ولكننا لم نتمكن من الذهاب إلى ليتشن. سنبدأ الآن مسافة 100 كيلومتر باتجاه جينبين، ومن ثم بعد ذلك إلى الخاكو التي تقع على الحدود مع فيتنام. حوالي 3/4 الأرض في هونغخه هي مناطق جبلية، لذا كنا قد توقفنا لمرات عدة من أجل تأمل المناظر الطبيعية الخلابة.
We made a short pit stop here along the way to Tingping, which is located on the south of the Honghe River. You know, they don't even have this on most guidebooks because it's quite remote. And so it's nice to just stop and have a look around, a fabulous view of the rice terrace fields.
استغرقت الرحلة 3 ساعات لقطع مسافة 100 كيلومتر، والسماء كانت مظلمة. لقد وصلنا أخيرا إلى بلدة جينبين واستأجرنا غرفة لنرتاح فيها بعد أن كنا قد قضينا النهار بأكمله على طرقات. لقد منحتنا الطبيعة بعض الطمأنينة والشعور بالارتياح. لقد كنا على بعد أمتار قليلة من فيتنام. في هذه الحلقة من برنامج السياحة في الصين، تعالوا معنا في رحلتنا البرية إلى محافظة هونغخه، حيث سنمتع أنظارنا بمشاهدة واحد من أجمل حقول الأرز هنا في محافظة يوننان. كما سنختبر الخليط الرائع والانتناه من أطباق الطعام وطريقة الحياة هنا. كما سنزور أيضا سوق الأحد الذي تجتمع فيه قوميات جون وخاني ويي. صباح الخير، حان الوقت لمواصلة الطريق.
Tingping is a county that borders Vietnam, and it's literally your gateway to Southeast Asia. Now, if you're driving through, the main town is well developed and you can find lots of good accommodations, and that's exactly what we did last night. We had a superb night's of rest because the air here is crisp and fresh, and we were meant to go to the hot springs, but unfortunately our MPV is too low for the roads, so you probably want to come with a 4x4. It's a better bet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head up northeast towards the highway, and we're going to go on a straight stretch of road, and that's got me super excited because I got enough of that winding road. So that's what traveling is all about. You got to roll with the punches.
لا تزال السياحة في مراحلنا الأولى هنا، وعلى الرغم من أن بعض المحطات على الطريق هي متعبة قليلا، ولكن الرحلة تستحق هذا العناء. إن الطبيعة هنا مذهلة للغاية مع وجود حقول الأرز المحتضنة من قبل التلال الخضراء. إن جنوب يوننان بالتأكيد سيروي دم كل من يعشق الطبيعة ويبحث عن الإلهام.
Still barking at me? I love piggies. You see all sorts of animals here on the road. We still have 1 hour more before we hit the highway, so we gotta hit the road, Jack.
لا تزال الينابيع الحارة هنا في جينبين سرا لم يكتشفه الكثيرون بعد، وذلك لأن عملية التنقل هنا صعبة قليلا، ومن الأفضل أن تأتوا في سيارة رباعية الدفع إلى هذه المناطق النائية.
你们现在回家吗？回家卖完东西啦。卖完东西了。你们是什么族呢？
我是彝族。
哦，彝族。那你们是住在这个地区的？
过山。
哦，你住在山上。你要走回家吗？走得很远嘛。就这样走回家1个多小时。哦，那我就不送你们了。再见。So Yunnan is known for its tropical climate, and you can find lots of different plant species. In fact, it has about 50% of China's floral species. And after it rains, there'll be mushrooms, and locals will pick it. Now, in my guidebook, it says here there are fresh red and green chilies, large dried chilies, chili bean paste, and it all comes from this little one. And this little fella is what they call chili that's growing towards the sky, because it literally grows up. And it says bracket, it's very hot. All right, so I'm going to try this little bugger. It is chili. Oh, it dropped on the floor. All right. The 3-second rule, you can pick it up as long as it doesn't fall on the ground for longer than 3 seconds. Here it goes. Oh my God. It's really hot. Ah! Ah, water!
We just ordered our lunch and we've stopped off in this little joint. It looks very basic and simple and rudimentary, but you know what? Even though it's not spick and span, I think that's part of the charm. Where we are right now, we're still quite some distance from the highway because we've been driving pretty slow, and I think that's quite important, especially when you're going up and down the winding roads. On the way, we noticed some bananas, lots of banana plantations. I think that's because we're getting close to the Vietnam border. So it's very interesting to see how, it got greener, and then there were donkeys that were carrying some of the goods, and the place is just really buzzing and quite alive. And right now we're just hungry, and we'll wait for our food to arrive.
Let's see if she needs some help. By the side of the street, and it smells good. Yeah. If Greta can cook, so can you. We'll let the professional handle it.
على كل حال كان الطعام مرضيا. احذروا لماذا؟
Okay, so this looks completely mad right now because we're stuck in a jam. And in fact, I'm losing my mind. We've been sitting in here for a very long time. It was a good decision that we had lunch because the van that we saw about 2 hours ago is just in front of us. So basically, they've been stuck here for an even longer time, and there's nothing that we can do but wait it out and just amuse ourselves and just hope that we get through. Apparently there's a metal scaffolding that fell on this other van, so if you're up on this winding road, if one car, one van is in trouble, that's it. The whole line of us is just chock-a-block. So there's nothing to do but to wait and just try and find interesting things to do, like balancing this rattan on my head. Alright, I'm going to be in peace.
تقع هونغخه على الحدود الشمالية لبلدة العاجية الفيتنامية التي تمتد على طول الطرف الجنوبي لمقاطعة يوننان.
So we're on the map right here, and we are heading straight towards Hongkhao. And if you look at it here, this is the expressway, which we are currently on now. So we're going to be sitting for about 80 kilometers until we get to Hongkhao, which is like literally on the gateway to Vietnam. So it should be interesting to see what the border cross-cultural influence is like. But for now, I'm super happy. We are on the highway. We finally got out of
النهر الأحمر العظيم يتدفق على طول هذه الحدود بين الصين وفيتنام، ويوجد جسر أسمنتي يربط بين البلدين. تشتهر هونغخه بالأنشطة التجارية عبر الحدود بحكم موقعها الاستراتيجي. إن عملية البيع والشراء ساخنة كسخونة الطقس هنا، وشارع فيتنام الذي يبلغ طوله 1000 متر وهو شارع حيوي جدا، ويمكنكم أن تجدوا هنا كل شيء مصنوع في فيتنام. إن الوقت يتأخر هنا، ولكن السوق الليلي لا يزال يعمل.
Got about 3 hours left in this night market, and you know what? I really do want to just shop around because this feels a little like Southeast Asia, like home, and you know, the flavors, the smell. Actually, Honghe has been really surprising, from being up in the mountains where you can see just interesting ethnic minorities to coming down here. All of a sudden we're in the crossroads of like Vietnam and China, and everything feels just that slightly more familiar to me. So I think I'm going to have a good time easing into this place.